Hey there, I'm Patrick Widmann and I'm part owner in Protec Dive Centers in Playa del Carmen and in Tulum. And I'm here today on the XDEEP booth in the Boat Show 2019 to present XDEEP's latest and greatest ZEOS Dive Center Edition to you. So last year, my partners and I opened as well a recreational dive center called Protec. And the thing that we were really clear on from the very beginning was we didn't want to put our students into what we consider to be like old school, sort of like out of date jacket style BCDs. We wanted our students to be right from the get-go in what we consider to be the optimal equipment for scuba divers, right? So a backplate, a harness, and a wing. And I don't think that we are alone with that opinion, because throughout agencies we see more and more that from ground levels on, people want to see their students in a flat trim, neutrally buoyant, protecting the environment, not touching the floor, not breaking anything, right? So that was really important for us as well. However, once we made the decision to go down that route, we encountered some issues. We thought, first of all, it's going to be like a higher initial investment per set when people start buying, or when we as a dive center are gonna buy or make the purchase. The second thing was, which I consider even to be more important, the time that it will take the instructor to put the rig onto the student and have everything in its place is going to be more time. So those are two things we were really concerned about. But we still think that being in a flat trim and not having to have a large stock, different size of small, medium, extra large, would really outweigh those. So I wrote an email to XDEEP just telling them, so this is our thoughts and this is the issues that we see with it. What can you do for us? And as per usual, Piotr and the team, with quite simple solutions, solved what I consider to be like the toughest, most complex problems of the diving industry. So what they did was, they optimized the ZEOS 38, one of the most proven BCs from the classic series, added the backplate and solved the situation with the fast adjustment of the BC by adding the 3 buckles, 2 on the shoulders, 1 on the crotch strap. So basically, the only thing the instructor has to do is put the BC onto the student, adjust the height of the backplate, and then 1, 2, 3 have perfect adjustment so that the diver is ready to jump in the water and feel right away comfortable and balanced in the equipment. Besides that, they added the 2 droppable weight pouches, which are obviously necessary for recreational diving, as well as the singular tank adapter from the NX series, which is simply speeding up the time it takes for the student also later to change tanks on the rig. At the end, they even managed to optimize the price without sacrificing what you're used to from XDEEP BCs. European made, European and US materials. So you know that in an environment where the wear and tear on equipment is really crazy high, you have equipment that's going to last the ages. And they even managed to include in the same price your logo embroidered on the side of the BC, which we all know just looks really cool. So from the perspective of a dive shop owner, here are the main advantages that I can see. Number 1, you get a fully serviceable, one-size-fits-all BCD system that is going to drastically reduce the amount of stock that you need to carry in your dive shop. Number 2, with a fast adjustment, you're going to spend the time where you're supposed to, underwater practicing skills and drills, rather than being on the surface adjusting equipment. Number 3, the equipment is going to put your student from the very get-go in a flat, trimmed position. That's going to make the learning for him faster and more efficient, as well as it's going to create a mindset of conservation where we don't try to touch the ground and break vital things. Number 4, both sides of the BC are going to be embroidered with your logo. It's going to make you more visible on the internet, so it's great for marketing, but it's also going to make your equipment theft-proof. So that's already it. Thanks a lot for your attention. If you have any further questions, just check out the webpage www.xdeep.eu, or even contact XDEEP directly to get your offer for your dive center's first order.